for this week's What to Pick Up from Ultimate Comics. We're live. Well, we're not live.
We are not live.
We're recording live.
Yeah.
From the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. My name is Siena, and this is Harrison.
That's me.
Manager of Ultimate Comics Carrie.
If you say so.
And we're gonna just chat with you about what books are coming out this week and highlight some of the stuff that we're most excited about.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You wanna go first?
Yeah, man. So, starting out with Aftershocks Maniac of New York, #1. It's a new title. It has to do with a serial killer that is rampaging across the city and cannot be stopped. I also really, really like the incentive cover on that.
The print run on that is probably so low. It's a new #1 from Aftershock, who already has a first look deal at with, getting maybe a movie made out of this. I think it's a good pickup, especially with how crazy people are in for all these like serial killer docs
exactly.
and like podcasts and all that stuff. I think it's a good spec too.
Yeah, it's good spec, good read. Pick it up.
For me, I have to go with Venom vs. Carnage 2. First issue was fantastic. Everyone went crazy over that Lee and Hyuk variant cover. This one has some pretty killer covers, focusing on Mary Jane with the Carnage symbiote, which I think is pretty badass. And there's a kick-ass 1-in-10 ratio variant that we'll have on the live show and available at the stores.
So answer me this. When you have a problem that no one hero can solve, what do?
Call the A-Team?
I pity the fool.
Basically, yeah, you call on the Avengers.
Yeah.
But what if the Avengers can't handle it?
I'm out of ideas.
You give them mechs, dudes. You give them gigantic robots with which to fight.
So it's basically Transformers mashed up with Avengers? Heck yeah.
Avengers. Mech Strike #1, Jed MacKay, the writer on Black Cat series.
Yeah.
He's done some of the spin-offs of Empire and
he's a classic like Marvel guy. They toss a lot of their books at him.
And there's a bunch of covers for it. All of them are very cool.
So Transformers fans should pick it up. Avengers fans should pick it up.
That should be a wide swath of people.
Fans of badass stuff should pick it up.
Fans of giant robots punching stuff in the face.
Speaking of giant robots punching stuff in the face,
what a
badass
transition.
stuff. This is new this week. Transformers Beast Wars #1. This is coming to you from IDW Comics. Avengers Mech Strike, Avengers mixed with Transformers. This is Transformers mixed with dinosaurs. So if you want some dinosaurs in your Transformers book, this is the book to pick up. It's got some great variant covers, obviously featuring some, you gotta get some T-Rex action in here.
Yeah.
I love the ratio incentive. The 1-in-10 is killer. And I mean, the 1-in-25, love me some monkey head.
Hey, man.
So that's a pretty killer cover right there.
Yeah.
Monkey Transformer crossover.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? And one that I know everybody is picking up is Venom. The hot book right now with King in Black coming out. Venom, as a title, has not slowed down at all. We are coming to the end, the conclusion, the bombastic finale of Kate's run. So definitely still be picking these up. The covers are absolutely amazing. That was the A, the B.
The Ryan Stegman variant.
Oh my gosh.
So killer.
Mean, come on.
That's open order.
Yep.
So pick it up cover price.
Yep. If you're looking for something a little more on the pricey side.
I love this one.
Fantastic Finch cover. This is a 1-in-50?
1-in-50. We'll have it on the live show. We'll have it in store. Finch is doing a series of 1-in-50 ratio variants on all the Marvel books coming out. This is the first one that's come out, and I think a lot of collectors are going to try and get all of these.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Finch is great at his darker, broodier characters, and I love how big Venom is compared to Spider-Man. That's a great way.
And then of course,
the Stegman sketch.
1-in-100. I mean, all these Stegman sketch variants have been...
They're so good.
They're so good. And have it on the live show. Have it in stores for you to pick up.
There it is.
Speaking of really cool covers, books that just continue to be incredible. Got a new issue of Immortal Hulk this week, Immortal Hulk 43. I wanted to highlight the Joe Bennett homage variant. Just homaging classic Hulk with Immortal Hulk in his place. these covers are just so great. They're all cover price. I think they're, great pickups for Hulk fans. And there is the Hulk versus Aliens variant, also cover price, and also just a badass matchup. I mean, Hulk versus an alien, yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Then we've also got The Legend of Shang-Chi.
This is a new series, right?
Number 1. Yes. It may even be a one-shot. Let me see. It says
the end.
Oh, it says the end question mark.
So maybe if you pick it up, you dig it, there might be maybe they'll do a sequel.
Maybe incentivize them to do some more. So check it out. Let us know what you think on that one. I'm definitely excited. Definitely be picking it up myself.
Another King in Black tie-in. This is Marauders King in Black number 1. If you've been digging all the Hoxpox stuff, or you've been digging King in Black, or maybe you've been digging both, how about see them mash up? This is written by Jerry Dugan, the writer on the regular Marauder series, so you should be picking this up if you're just reading the mainline series. It's worth checking out. And I mean, you get to see Captain Cape Pride take on, some symbiotes. I mean, what more do you need there?
If you needed to know Spider-Man's origin story again, this one is great for kids because it also includes it is the first issue of Marvel Action Origins, which is exactly what it sounds like. But it also includes the origins of a lot of characters that some people don't know about. Like this gives you the background of Thanos as well, a comics accurate version of Thanos, nonetheless.
But kid friendly.
Exactly. And the art is just delightful.
And the print run's gonna be super low, so I really like the ratio incentives for those because, a 1 in 10 on a kid's book, it's just gonna be super rare. I think we have one over there.
Yeah. This is the 1 in 10 on that book.
It's gonna be super hard to find, and the Thanos variant is open order and also really cool looking.
It's awesome.
New from Boom, this is Maria Lovett's Luna. Number 1, this is a new original series for mature readers, so if you've been digging stuff like Faithless from Brian Azzarello from Boom, this is a really good pickup for you. Maria Lovett's art is just incredible. And this is her just doing the writing, doing the art. If you want stuff that's, just from her, this is worth checking out. And there's a really gorgeous open order Jenny Frisson variant. She's been killing the variant game. Been doing a series of incredible Boom variants. The Abbott variant that she did last week, super hot, and there is a virgin version of this variant. I think this is the 1 in 25 for this book that I think is going to be super hot because her Abbott variant spiked last week. So be on the lookout for this one. We'll have this on the live show and in stores.
There you go. Another new tie-in to King in Black starting this week is Black Knight. Returning after a bit of a hiatus in the Marvel Universe.
And it's written by Simon Spurrier.
Yes, it is. And if you know anything about Simon Spurrier, it's that he is excellent, at writing in general, but particularly British characters. Where he's
a Brit. He's writing the John Constantine Hellblazer series right now.
Which is awesome.
He's been writing Dr. Aphra for Marvel. Mm-hmm. He's been just doing a lot of solid books.
Yeah. So I will definitely be checking this one out. The covers are also amazing. This is another open order one. Definitely, come on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And there's the Hidden Gem variant, which I think is great, especially if you're getting excited to see Kit Harington as Black Knight in the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think this is a really good pickup, especially that Hidden Gem. Again, gonna have low print run, harder to get. You had to order, I think it's a 1 in 50 copies of Black Knight to get one of these. So if you're excited about that, I think this is a good pickup.
Yeah, we already had the symbiote dragons. Bring on the night.
Man, you've missed it. You've been waiting for the return. It's the return of the Alex Ross Timeless variants. This time doing Hawkeye classic costume.
Best foot forward.
Yeah. This is for Avengers issue number 42, which is continuing the Enter the Phoenix storyline. There's a lot of killer covers on this, aside from the Timeless variant. If you've been collecting the Timeless covers, you gotta pick up Hawkeye. He's the first in the second line. But the A cover by Lionel Yu is awesome. Phoenix Cap, killer, also open order.
Variant.
They're also starting the Black History Month line of variants from Marvel Comics. So this issue highlights Blade, which he doesn't get a lot of really good covers, and I think this is a great spotlight for Blade. So if you're a Blade fan, cover price, pick it up. And then of course you have the Garone 1 in 10 ratio design variant. We'll have this on the live show and in store. And of course the Alex Ross pencil sketch. This is going to be even rarer than the earlier ones because now they've upped the ante. This is a 1 in 200 variant. So you had to order 200 of the A covers to just get one of these. So it's going to have, I think these are going to be harder to find than the earlier sketch variants.
Yeah.
And I think people wanting to fill in their run are going to want this.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been getting all the sketch variants, you're going to want your Hawkeye to fill in that run. We'll have it on the live show, in stores, and we always guarantee lowest price.
It's also super clean. New title from Image from Mirka Andolfo, who is actually writing this time. It is called Deep Beyond.
Number one. She did Unnatural, right?
Yeah,
that was kind of her breakout book from Image
Unnatural.
Comics.
Mercy was really popular that just came out. But this one is about a distant future in which all humanity is almost decimated by a virus.
Oh, okay.
Let's
so
hope
very
not.
timely.
Right, yeah, exactly. And the fate of humanity lies with a very select few that may or may not have noble ends. There's a ton of cool covers on this as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, the variants on this are so strong. They got incredible artists.
Sejic.
Steven Sejic, killing the game. Mirka does one, right? That's, I think,
Yep,
Mirka Andolfo.
This is hers, yeah.
Gotta do a cover on your own book.
And then, I mean,
You know her, you love her.
Beach Mountain. Come on.
And she did a couple versions of that
She
cover.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's The Virgin, which is one of the ratios. And a sketch cover. I really like the...
I think the
seeing
sketch looks really
yeah.
nice. Yeah, I think her sketches are super interesting because you get the brown background a little bit different.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit different than
yeah.
the standard one.
It's cool to see, like, her method.
One of the hottest books out this week. It's going to be Amazing Spider-Man 55. This is that second print variant with the red webbing. Harrison and I go back and forth. He likes the first printing. I like the second printing better.
Yeah.
I love the red webbing. Makes it feel more like
and everyone
Spider-Man.
is with you.
Yeah,
by
I know.
the way.
It's just,
I'm in the minority.
it feels
here.
more like Spidey here.
That's true.
You know, I got a Venom vibe in the other one. So I'm really excited about this. I already pre-ordered 2 of my copies with Harrison. We're going to have these on the live show, in stores. I think for just Spider-Man collectors, this is such a classic cover. Gonna have a lower print run than the first print. So pick this up. I think this is a really good book. These classic covers like this, you look at like the Jacques Detective Comics Batman cover, like this is gonna be like one of those. I think.
Totally agree.
And of course you have the Virgin black and white sketch here. This is the, oh sorry, not Virgin. This is just a black and white sketch variant. This is a 1 in 25. It is already going crazy on the aftermarket, over $100. But this is another one. Just gonna be super rare, and it's just that classic cover.
Yeah.
We'll have these in store on the live show. Again, if you're a Spider-Man fan, if you like Pat Gleason Spider-Man stuff, which who doesn't, this is, you gotta pick it up.
Yeah, with the sketch, I mean, it's super clean.
It's
like I couldn't
so good.
find a single flaw.
No, it looks so nice.
Excellent to see it show up in such nice condition. Next I want to showcase a new book from Matt Kent. So we've got Fear Case, issue number 1. I always pick up Matt Kent's number 1s. He is just a very solid thriller writer.
Yeah, especially if you've read he loves like spy stuff, so I think this is going to be right up his alley.
Yeah, I will definitely be checking that one out.
So many hot books out this week. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 1. This is from IDW. I keep saying low print runs, but it's a kid's book.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lower print run than the Marvel High Adventures number 1.
Yeah.
Just much lower. It's from IDW compared to Marvel. I think this is going to be harder to find and very exciting. This features some Yoda stories.
I'm Yoda.
We haven't gotten a lot of Yoda in the Marvel Star Wars series.
Not at all.
And this kind of fills in the gap between what he's been doing in the Marvel comics. Right? This is during the High Republic, obviously. Right. So if you want to get some backstory on what Yoda was doing during this time period.
What he mentions at the end of the Marvel comic, when they're like, "Oh, Master Yoda, welcome back. Is your mission done?" He's like, "Nah, I'm still working on it."
This is the mission. Ding, ding, ding. Like, basically, if you want to fill in what happened, having read Star Wars High Republic number 1, you really need this book. And I think there's going to be some first appearances, stuff like that, in the IDW series, so I think it's worth picking up. And I really love the 1 in 10 ratio incentive, already going for double ratio. I saw on eBay, it's going $20. A great Yoda spotlight cover, and available. We went big on this book, so we will have this at the store and on the live show. Again, guaranteed lowest price.
Oh, I'm Yoda.
I'm gonna hit you with the one that I am particularly excited for. We've got Spectre and Spectres from Boom. It's Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Doo.
It's a modernized kind of Scooby-Doo,
yes.
yeah. But
it's just cute.
Dealing with like ghosts and the paranormal.
Yes, and like I think that this is going to be a really good one for kids that just want to like dip their toe in some horror. You know, just a teeny
a little
bit.
spooky.
Yeah, a little spooky, but still plenty that they can handle. It's part of the Boombox series, so it will be appropriate for all ages.
And it's an original series.
And it's an original series. And I mean, especially with how well Last Witch sold, I'm not sleeping on these Boom.
No, especially look. I mean, Lumberjanes is finally in production.
Yes.
You never know when one of these kids' books is going to hit and be the next animated movie.
And Boom is really great at like keeping those relationships up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Keeping them in talks.
And there's some really good alternate covers for this book.
There are. This is the pocketbook variant. I have no idea what that means, but
Looks
I like
good.
it a lot. Yeah, it reminds me of like a Hardy Boys.
A Hardy Boys book.
Like
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for, like a Nancy Drew vibe.
And I love that. I'm a big fan of that. And then the America Andolfo Virgin.
So match it with your Deep Beyond. Number one, you get some Mirka Andolfo Deep Beyond. Get some Mirka Andolfo Boombox.
Boom.
And then my last book, you gotta end with a bang. Star Wars High Republic, number 2, first print comes out this week. I think, gosh, I would not be surprised if this has already gone to a second print. A great Phil Noto cover. Again, everyone went crazy over that first issue because of all the new appearances of new characters. I think that's going to continue, especially in these early issues. You go back and look at Star Wars Dark Horse series, and there's a new character in almost every issue in like Knights of the Old Republic, books like that. So if you haven't added this to your pull yet, get it on your pull right now before we have to limit one.
Right,
we went big on this book again. We'll have it available for you at all our stores and on the live show. And then of course there's a great 1 in 25 kind of spotlight character variant here with one of the new characters that showed up in this series. So don't sleep on the ratios, because the ratio for issue number 1 went crazy. I expect the 1 in 25 on number 2 to do the same.
Yeah, especially when it's showcasing that character. I mean, she's
gonna be the breakout of that series for sure. Yeah.
I mean, like already, it's just like, oh, she's got jokes. She's a badass.
Like kind of how you knew Dr. Aphra was going to be that character that stuck around.
Yeah, like Ahsoka, you know, just ones that like they show up and you're like, I'm gonna keep an eye on her.
Yeah, so get her spotlighted on your 1 in 25 ratio.
For sure. The final book, I will go ahead and tell you, this is a third print of issue number 1. So no false alarms here. This is not the second issue, but we do have the third print of Last Ronin number 1.
With a kick-ass cover.
With an incredible Eastman cover.
Yeah.
I mean, that just looks like it's in the classic style. It just, I mean, this is not something that any Turtles fan can miss.
Right.
I think
with a new cover by Kevin Eastman.
By Kevin Eastman.
In black and white.
It just, all the factors are there for this to blow up.
Yeah.
So, get it while you can.
And then you're like, all right, last week you didn't have DC books. You promised us DC books. We lied. They misrouted our shipment. They sent our shipment of DC books to another store. So we're waiting for our books. But there are some cool future state stuff coming out this week. So, check out the new DC releases. But we're not going to get into them because we're still waiting on our comics. Next week, maybe. Tune in.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta subscribe, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe
to see if we manage to actually cover all the publishers next week.
We like to keep you in suspense.
Yeah, we like to. If you're excited by any of these comics, if you're local, check us out at Ultimate Comics. Your local Ultimate Comics. We are stocked on these books. Add them to your poll. Now's the time to call Harrison and let him know that you want that Last Ronin third print. And if you're not local, check us out on the live show Tuesday night at 7 p.m. We do Keys, Slabs, Silver Age, Bronze Age, great collectible comics, and we highlight all the new books, and especially those ratio variants where, again, I match them. Cheapest price on eBay, I undercut that, so you get the best deal on the live show. Boom. All right, folks, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next time.
Oh, I'm Yoda.
Hi, Brockton, by the way, from the past. Hi, Brockton.
We're gonna cut out this part, Brockton, right here.